Some connections fade, while others become impossible to walk away from. The difference isn't in what's said, it's in how the mind is programmed to attach to certain people. When you know how to trigger this psychological effect, a client won't just enjoy talking to you. They'll feel like they need your presence to feel balanced. The key to making someone mentally lock on to you is creating an emotional loop that their brain keeps replaying. The brain doesn't hold on to random experiences. It holds on to unresolved emotions. If a conversation feels complete, their mind moves on. But if something feels unfinished, their brain keeps returning to it. The trick is to introduce just enough emotional uncertainty that their mind stays stuck in the loop. For example, instead of giving full validation, leave a small gap. I feel like you're different. I just haven't decided why yet. You actually surprise me. I didn't expect that from you. Now their brain starts trying to figure out what you mean, keeping you in their thoughts. Another way to make someone feel like they need you is by triggering the brain's dopamine response. Dopamine is the chemical that makes people crave something before they even understand why. The trick is to alternate between emotional highs and small withdrawals. This keeps their brain chasing the next reward of your attention. For example, some days engage deeply and warmly. Other days, pull back slightly, but don't explain why. If they ask what's different, respond lightly. I was just seeing if you'd notice. Now their brain associates your presence with unpredictable excitement, making them seek it out automatically. A high-level psychological trick is making them feel like the bond is rare. People don't fight to keep something they think they can replace. They fight for what feels unique. The mistake most people make is giving the connection too easily. Instead, suggest that this doesn't happen often. I don't usually connect like this. It's interesting. Most people wouldn't get this, but I feel like you actually do. Now, their brain labels your presence as special, which makes them afraid to lose it. One of the strongest ways to lock in attachment is getting them to invest. The more someone puts into a connection, the harder it is for them to let go. The trick is to make them feel like they are proving something to you, without realizing it. Instead of giving validation right away, introduce a small challenge. I can't tell if you're really like this, or if you just say what people want to hear. I get the feeling there's more to you than what you show most people. Now their brain switches into investment mode, making them put in more effort, which automatically increases their emotional attachment. Another powerful way to make someone feel like they can't leave is by introducing emotional anchoring. The brain links certain emotions to specific people, which means that if they experience a strong feeling while talking to you, their mind will start associating that emotion with your presence. For example, if they're stressed, provide relief in a way that makes them feel safe and understood. If they're bored, introduce an element of mystery or unpredictability. If they're doubtful, drop a statement that makes them feel validated and reassured. Once their brain links certain emotions to you, they will seek you out whenever they need to feel that way again. One of the final steps in making a client emotionally dependent is subtly triggering the fear of absence. People don't just get attached to what they like, they get attached to what they fear losing. Instead of always being fully available, introduce small, controlled moments of distance that make them notice when you're not there. For example, if they're used to instant responses, slow down occasionally. If conversations are usually deep, keep one short and casual on purpose. If they ask why, say, I just like seeing how people react when I pull back a little. Now, their brain registers your absence as something uncomfortable, making them work harder to reestablish the connection. Once these psychological techniques are in place, a client won't just enjoy talking to you. They will feel like something is missing when you're not there. They won't just respond, they will actively work to keep your attention. And once someone feels like they need you to feel complete, they won't want to let go. If you want to learn advanced emotional control, deep psychological influence, and subconscious attachment triggers, I break everything down inside my private group. You'll get exclusive strategies on long-term emotional conditioning, hidden persuasion tactics, and making people feel like they need you forever. If you're serious about mastering this, the link is in the description.